Hello loves and welcome back to my channel. So on this video, I will be sharing my honest thought after using these three products from E.L.F. So by the way, I personally purchased this one at their website, and as you can see, I just purchased at first their tiny size or travel size because just in case the product won't work onto my skin, then I won't waste my money. So that's the reason I just purchased this one. So I would also recommend that if you are not so familiar or if you are not so used on using this type of product, better to purchase the little size. Then eventually, if it will work onto your skin, then purchase the bigger sizes. But of course, that's still your discretion. So I also have here the products or the items that it really works onto my skin. So I decided to purchase their bigger size, and the other one that don't really like work onto my skin, it's just subjective anyway. So the other one that I feel like it's just a waste of money for me. So this is my opinion. So I did not repurchase, but the other two that I really love, I repurchased on it. So first, let's talk on their facial cleanser. This contains an oat milk, allantoin, and niacinamide. It's fragrance free, it's cruelty free, no sulfate, no parabens, clean and kind. So it says here that this is good for all skin types, including the sensitive skin. So basically, this ingredient right here is very gentle, it's very mild, it's very hydrating onto the skin, and it's very nourishing onto the skin. So if you are following me on several of my videos, you heard a lot about niacinamide because this is one of my favorite like ingredient on a skincare product, and this really works onto my skin, and I feel like it really minimized the appearance of pores. Of course, we all have pores because we are human, but it is not super obvious compared before that I was not using a niacinamide. So for me, niacinamide is effective, but this is not for everyone because some would say that it's very strong onto their skin. It gives them like a lot of pimples or whatsoever. So I am not sure what's the reason for that, or maybe they apply too much, or it's just the response of our skin because we all have different skin types and our skin would react in different way. So this oat milk is great for the skin. It nourishes the skin. It's great antioxidant. It makes your skin glowing. It's very gentle. And the allantoin is, of course, it soothes and nourishes the skin. So it's very hydrating, and that is the reason I'd say that the ingredient of this cleanser is really great. Based on my personal experience, I would still say that this cleanser is a great cleanser, especially if you have a very sensitive skin, because this is very gentle, it's very mild, it's very hydrating. You can really tell that the cleanser is like nourishing, and when you rinse your skin, you feel like it instantly glow. But the only thing that I did not repurchase this one, as you can see, I don't have the bigger size because I feel like when I clean this one onto my skin, I feel like it don't really totally remove all the things. Of course, especially when the time when I'm so lazy on doing double cleansing, this is not enough cleanser. I feel like I need more cleaning onto my skin. So that's the reason I did not repurchase this one, but this is a good try, especially if you have a very sensitive skin. And also, the reason I did not purchase this one because I still have a lot of cleanser that it's almost the same consistency, just like for example the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, this type of Cetaphil, and this cleanser, they almost have the same consistency. I'm going to show you now. This is the Cetaphil. So they almost have the same consistency. So since they almost have the same consistency with the Cetaphil, and I have a lot of cleanser there that it won't really cleanse my skin, I feel like it's not enough cleaning onto my skin, especially during the lazy days that I don't double cleanse. So I did not repurchase this product, but I would still say that this facial cleanser is a must try, especially if you have a sensitive skin, because it's really mild, it's very gentle, and it's very nourishing onto the skin. So now let's talk on their pure skin toner. This contains oat milk, aloe juice, plus niacinamide. But if you look at their website, there are a lot of several ingredients right there. And if you are just curious on looking, so you can see it there that there is a glycolic acid. So I don't know, I'm not sure how much the percentage of this glycolic acid, but it's always best to always apply your sunscreen whatever you are using, because this is just to take care of your skin, especially if you have my skin color. I have a dark skin tone or skin type, so if I pigment, if I had a scar onto my skin, it would be very hard to remove that scar. So I always have to be careful on that and putting whatever I put onto my skin. So I always have to apply a sunscreen, and I have to be honest that when I was younger, I'm not really taking care of my skin. So I realized that even a little pimple, it's just so hard to to remove the scars. So it's always better to protect our skin, especially by just applying sunscreen. It helps a lot not to develop skin irritation such as melasma and other skin hyperpigmentation. So going back on the topic, for me, this is a yes toner for me. I really love the consistency of the toner. I love how it feels on the skin. It's very hydrating, and I feel like when I apply this one, I feel like it makes my skin more fresh. But as you know, I mentioned in several of my videos that sometimes when I'm lazy, I don't apply any toner. It's just depending on my mood if I like to put some toner, and if I have a lot of time, then after washing my face, I apply some toner. But for this kind of toner, this will be my replacement for my different toner, because I would say that this is really great toner, and that's the reason I had this one. This is also the toner that you can see on the video that I was using on the bathroom, and it's just making my skin like fresh, hydrated skin, and this is just like 100% awesome. I really love this toner. It feels like an expensive toner, but the price is just super affordable, and it has a lot of beautiful ingredients. So this is a yes for me. Now the last one is of course their moisturizer. So this contains oat milk, ceramides, and niacinamide. So there are several ingredients as what I've mentioned there if you look at on their website, but they are really gentle and very great ingredients. So oat milk, ceramide is really great, especially for hydration onto our skin to lock in moisture, and of course the niacinamide again. So niacinamide is very popular, and as you know, I've been repeating several of my videos. It seems funny, but based on my experience, I have a good experience on niacinamide, but this is not for everybody because we have different skin types, different skin textures, so our skin would react differently. So you are just going to listen onto your skin if this would work into your skin. But if you love niacinamide like me, then you would honestly love this kind of moisturizer. So when it comes to the consistency and the texture of this moisturizer, this is not my favorite. Honestly, this is not my favorite because it feels like it's really thick onto my skin, and it's not like on the other moisturizer that I love to use that it feels like a primer, or it's just it blurs your pores a little bit. This one, it's not that kind of effect. But if you are looking for the hydration, this is really great. That is the reason I repurchased a bigger size, because I still love using it even if it's not my favorite. But I cannot promise, or I cannot assure that I'm going to use this one during summertime, because I feel like this is super warm or super like heavy onto my face. So this is not my favorite moisturizer, but because it's winter time right here, so I'm still going to use this one because of the result that I noticed onto my skin. What result I noticed into my skin, by the way, the result that I am talking is that when I woke up in the morning, I feel like my skin is having like a blush, or it's like glowing or blooming looking. So that's the result that I am so impressed on this kind of moisturizer. So even if it's not my favorite, but because I want to see the result, I want to see the hydration, and I want to see like glowing effect or blushing effect onto my skin, and it's like, oh yeah, I will just continue using this one. And anyway, it's still winter time, so I can still manage on using this one, and this has a beautiful ingredient. So by the way, these are just my subjective, so you might like the consistency of this one, but for me this is like no. I am not sure how long I'm going to use this product, but I am going to finish this one because I'm still in love with the product, but the consistency is just big no-no for me. So anyway, overall on this product, they are really great, except for their facial cleanser that I did not repurchase because I feel like I would just use the Cetaphil because they almost have the same consistency. But for the other products, I love it. That is the reason I repurchased. But even if the moisturizer is not my favorite, I still repurchase because of the effect. And this one is a great product. I would say I have to repeat this one. This is a great toner, especially if you love using toner. Anyway, that's all about it, and thank you so much for watching. This is just my honest thought, my personal opinion. You might love this one, everything on their lines, you might love it, but as what I've said, we have different skin types, so everything that I say on here are just my honest opinion on how I feel when I use this product onto my skin. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I do hope to see you on my next one. Bye bye.